check it out. What's up everybody, Super Duper X Fan here for weekly update number 27 on this Friday. So, what's new with the BRZ? Well, one little thing that is kind of an issue actually is the passenger side window has started to make a little noise whenever I put it down initially and put it up. It's almost sounds like it's out of the track or something, so it's just whenever it's like departing from the roof line and coming down, just for a split second there it makes a sound. And I'm just gonna have my dealer check it out the next time I take it in. It's nothing like enormously bad. It doesn't sound bad. I'll actually try and do it here for you guys for a second. It's just a little louder than it's supposed to be. And so that's something that has developed. I don't know if it's maybe just because, you know, these are frameless windows, so I'm not sure if maybe it's just the little motor that puts the window down a split second before you open the door. That might just be out of sync just a tad or something, and so the window's not fitting in there quite right or something. It doesn't protrude out, or it's not bending the glass or anything like that. Very, very, very minor, but it doesn't work like the way it did whenever I got the car brand new, that's for sure. So get that checked out and see, but a very, very minor issue. The car's still running great, loving it, having a good time with it. So, aside from the BRZ, big news this week, well, basically the hangar party's this weekend, and I mentioned that a couple weeks ago back with the Cars and Coffee vlog. The hangar party's gonna be really sweet. If you are interested in what it was like last year, you can go and search for my 2012 hangar party video. Really good time, lots of fun with friends and amazing cars, and it's gonna be sweet this year. And another cool thing this year is this weekend, That Dude in Blue, aka David Patterson, he has the 2013 Mustang GT, you know, the grabber blue color, and he's coming up for the hangar party. And so we're going to be doing some, you know, collab videos together and doing some cool stuff. So we'll be having a lot of fun hanging out with him, and so a lot of the stuff we'll be doing this weekend, he'll be covering, you know, with his amazing vlog styles that he normally does and his really great cinematography. And then I'll be filming stuff as well. So if you're interested in seeing it from his perspective as well, go subscribe to his channel, and you can see the way he covers the events that we're going to be doing this weekend and stuff. It's going to be really cool. He's going to be coming to Cars and Coffee tomorrow as well. And so yeah, it should be a really fun time this weekend. I'll be doing a lot of vlogs as well. And since there's so much going on this weekend, I'll do the Cars and Coffee vlog. I'll do a vlog at the hangar party, and maybe a few other vlogs thrown in there in between of me and David's adventures while we're driving around this weekend. So yeah, it should be cool. I might even be uploading more than one video per day. I have a couple reviews I still have to get through to you guys too. I did end up reviewing that GTI that I asked you about last week, so I'll probably be posting that video like tomorrow afternoon in the early afternoon hours while I'm at Cars and Coffee. I'll probably post it up then. And so yeah, I'll have that GTI review. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that I also reviewed a Challenger this past week. It was a V6 one, and so I just need to edit through that and hopefully get that up to you sometime next week as well. And so yeah, got some great car reviews. I got some other stuff in the pipeline, car review wise, coming up here in the next week or two. So all kinds of good stuff to look forward to, guys. It's gonna be really sweet. Gonna be some awesome footage, I'm sure, from this weekend as well. So definitely stay tuned for all that stuff. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But yeah, that's it for all the updates this week. So I'll send it back to me at the news desk for the news. Right, so for this week's news, the first thing is the 2014 Scion FRS also gets a $100 price increase. So, you know, last week I reported about the BRZ getting a $100 price increase. FRS is the same deal, and the FRS is the same upgrades, basically. It's going to have the knee cushions on the transmission tunnel and on the doors, and it also has a touchscreen audio system now instead of the basic buttons that the 2013 had. So that's what you get for $100 more, which is a pretty nice upgrade for $100, especially that touchscreen unit. That's going to be nice. So yeah, otherwise doesn't look like there's any other changes in the FRS except that. So definitely good to see those improvements though. Next is that Jaguar had a leak, I guess, and one of the front end pictures of their new SUV that's supposed to be debuting at Frankfurt was leaked recently, and it looks amazing. Again, more creative LED lighting. So Jaguar, now they took and did the inside of the air ducts, so it's not right on the edge of the bumper. This is set back a little bit, and it looks amazing as well. Like I said, all this sweet LED stuff like I was talking about the Volvo last week, This is the kind of stuff I love to see. That is an amazingly beautiful car. I love the way it looks, and I'm excited to see more pictures of that Jag. One cool thing is Ferrari kind of gets a lot of crap from time to time because of their crazy press restrictions and some of the other things about Ferrari. They don't always seem like an extremely kind company, I guess. But this interesting story about this Toronto lawyer that Autoblog reported on, that he had his California, it was a brand new, like it was a 2010, I think, Ferrari California. It was flooded, and he ended up having to abandon the car in order to make it to his job on time and things like that. And so anyway, the insurance covered it anyway, and they were going to give him a new California regardless. But Ferrari heard about the story and just decided to cut him a huge discount on a new California. They didn't say how much. They cut him a discount on the car, but he's ordering a brand new 2014 California for apparently significantly less than the normal MSRP. So that's pretty cool. I don't know why Ferrari just decided to do that all of a sudden, but that's very nice of them, and actually helped to boost my image of Ferrari by reading that story. So hopefully they get a little friendlier here over the next few years. Next is that the 2015 Lexus GSF was finally caught camo-free out lapping the Nürburgring. And, we saw, I think, a couple weeks ago, some shots of just the rear end of the car, and they were very secretive about it and all that kind of stuff. But this thing is totally out there in the open, looks pretty sweet, and no one really knows what engine it has yet. But, I mean, it looks cool, and any performance variant of Lexus is always interesting to me. So I'm looking forward to seeing more of that. Another performance car that we just got to look at this week is the Audi Sport Quattro concept that I talked about a few weeks before and seemed really excited about. And this is the one that's going to debut at Frankfurt, and Audi just decided to release the pictures now. And it looks pretty good. The back C-pillar is kind of weird to me. I think that's a throwback to the original Quattro, but it's still, I don't know if I like the way it looks on the back end part there. But this car is supposed to have 700 horsepower from a twin-turbo V8 engine like the standard Audis have, and it also has an electric motor as well, and it can go up to, I think, 30 miles on electricity alone and all that kind of stuff. The weird thing, though, is I remember them saying that this car was going to be lightweight. That's what got me excited, because Audis are pretty big and heavy, so to have a lightweight Audi with an insane power plant would be my idea of perfection. And this car doesn't seem like it's going to be lightweight at all, because with 700 horsepower, and some of that being produced by electric motors, you would think this car would have a crazy 0 to 60 time. It doesn't. Well, it's 3.7 seconds, which is very average. I mean, you can get that in, a normal Porsche 911 Carrera S. So that's really disappointing. I don't know where that 700 horsepower is going to, but obviously the electric motors and stuff, I'm sure, weigh this car down. But that's a huge disappointment, because, I mean, 700 horsepower in a lightweight Audi would be ridiculous. So, yeah, a bit of a disappointment with that car, but hopefully it'll, maybe be better than what Audi's claiming. One car that is really stunning people with numbers is this new Nissan GT-R Nismo that was spied at the Nürburgring, and people are expecting, I don't know if this was reported or why everyone thinks this, but they're expecting a 0 to 62 mile per hour time of 2 seconds flat, which is mind-blowing. They're saying the car's going to have like 600 horsepower, and I mean, everyone might be yawning and saying Alpha and all these other tuners have been doing 1,000 horsepower GTRs that are getting, 1 second 0 to 60 times or whatever. But from the factory, a 2 second 0 to 60 car, that's better than Lamborghinis, that's better than any Ferraris, that's better than McLaren, anything. 2 seconds 0 to 60, you line this up next to a McLaren P1 or anything like that, the GTR is going to win. So that's insane. I mean, obviously, once you get up into higher, speeds, the GTR will probably end up losing out to the hypercars. But that this thing will beat just about anything off the line is insane. I mean, you can roll up next to a Hayabusa in this new GTR, and you'll be able to smoke them. I mean, that's insane. So very, very interested to see. I mean, it's got tons of swirly camo on it right now, but it looks like it just has a big wing, different bumpers and rims, and that's about it. And obviously it sounds amazing. There was even a video of this thing running around the track, and it sounds like they really did turn up the turbo boost big time. And that is going to be a sick car from the factory. I mean, and that is finally 2 seconds 0 to 60. Okay, you can charge whatever you want for that GTR. That's fine. They're probably going to end up wanting like 150 grand for this thing, and that's fine by me, because I really want to do launch control in that car. That's probably even crazier than the twin turbo Lambo I rode in. And lastly, so Bentley has revealed the Continental GT V8 S, and so this S model has 21 more horsepower and slightly tweaked front end and back end, and it's just an updated car. And I just wanted to mention this because as a side note, this GT with the V8 I think is the best way to get the Bentley, because you know everyone's been reviewing the W12 motors, you know, the GT Speed and all that recently, and they have great torque and horsepower and stuff, but a W12, those motors have been known to be unreliable in the past. They don't sound good at all. This V8's actually from Audi, and it's a glorious sounding V8. So I mean, if I were ever in the position to buy a Bentley, I would definitely go with the V8 model because it's cheaper and it sounds better. It's a win-win. It's amazing. So yeah, that's pretty cool that now it has even a little bit more horsepower, so that you know, it can compete with the W12 even more. But yeah, so that's it for all the news this week, guys. So I'll send it back to me in the car. All right, guys. So I hope you enjoyed the news portion, and I'll leave you with a nice little acceleration here, like I always do, and a few little rough batch downshifts as well. All right. Better than normal, actually. It felt a little quicker there, but yeah, always fun as always. And yeah, so I'll see you guys next week. Take care.